Evening, guys. This is Mohammed. I'm Nadia Hassan, and she's Charlotte Chong. It's the beginning of the week. I think people are finally starting to really get back into the mood of things.
From Chinese New Year, of course.
Yeah, and all of them seem to be going to Tianhao Temple near my house because yesterday there was a massive jam. But never mind. I think people are finally sort of settling in afterwards. And the big news that we saw definitely on over the weekend was EPF, everything that thing that affects all of us. And Datuk Sharil said that the funds had done pretty well in 2015. I think he was being quite modest. 6.4% dividend versus 6.75% in 2014. A drop is never good, but you know what? The drop wasn't bad.
It was pretty amazing given that the market condition last year was really, really bad. IPO market
was crap. Let's be honest, it's crap.
Just 11. And compared with the year before, it was more than that. And KLCI actually ended today marginally lower, 0.02% or 0.29 points lower at 1,674 points. Top decliners were BAT, Panasonic Malaysia, and IJM Group Bhd. Top gainers, Nestle, PIE, and Top Glove. Now, MIDF Research, as usual, came up with a fund flow report every Monday, and they say foreign investors are making a comeback finally at the local bourse. But also because retail investors, most of them probably were not in Malaysia for the past few weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So I think people are finally trying to get back in. There's a very interesting story online. You can read about how this company called Arsene, they actually, they did actually invest in a lot in Malaysia's most battered stocks, but they did seem to actually make out a little bit like a bandit. It's been an interesting time definitely for how it's going to go. And the domestic front is going to be positive despite the smaller trade surplus. I think they're being really optimistic, simply because already what was supposed to be the first IPO of the year, which was Ranhill, has already been delayed to March 16th.
So Chin Hin will actually be the first one.
Exactly.
Now, I read the same article that you read just now. Most better stock looks like bargains to top fund. Now, Areka Capital, Danny Wong, he actually has a good point, because he said that oil and gas counters have been going down so drastically, and they have started picking up oil and gas stocks as well. Now, UOB say that ringgit will fluctuate at between 4.1 to 4.4, but stronger towards year end, despite the domestic headwinds we've seen on 1MDB issues.
Regional, just quick before we sort of move on, Asian shares all up today on better oil prices. The thing that people are taking away for the weekend, Nikkei up 0.9%, Shanghai Composite up 2.35%. I think it's just basically a positive rally because it's been actually quite so bad. Oil prices have stabilized. You're looking at something at $31 per barrel. Whether it's going to continue is the other question entirely, and whether Iran is still the big key. Of course, for what was moving today, you couldn't get any more movie than this stock. Scomi Group Bhd, 16.67%. When we picked the stock, it was 11%. The already 26.5 million shares being traded. I think it was pretty much more towards the end. And the reason why it's been going up is because IJM has actually come out to say that they are the largest shareholder now through a bond issuance. And the big thing is that the current share price is, as like we said, 21 cent. The bond conversion was 36.5 cent. Yeah.
Now, the H Weekly actually, asked Dato Som Heng Soon, which is also the CEO of IJM, why he would actually convert the price of the bond at this steep price, 36.5 cent. But he said he did not mind the steep conversion price because he thinks that the prevailing share price of 15 cent at the point of conversion, the construction conglomerate was looking at a medium to long-term value to unlock Scomi Group.
He has more cojones than I would. I mean, look at the difference in between, because at the most battered, you did see about 15 cent for this group. Scomi Group has had a very interesting history and fortunes. It's one of the most interesting ones on the bourse, from quite a big darling. Then, of course, it fell a little bit out of favor, and now, the business is trying to get back. And the same people are there actually running it. There's even like allegations of nuclear, helping out nuclear terrorists, alleged against Scomi, is one of Scomi's head honchos. So these guys are trying to get back. And this kind of thing, people see it as confidence in the company. I don't know if it's going to still be confidence, because if you look at the earnings, almost 30% down in revenue, 15% bottom line, and the individual notes were not even better. Oilfield services, all the drilling, no surprise, that was down. Transport services, smaller packages that they booked in, and lower revenue from marine division. I mean, no wonder people are sort of very, very bearish on this.
Well, despite all these, financial results not looking too well, but Som actually definitely has confidence in this company. He says that Scomi Group has a 5.3 billion order book and is bidding for more order book in coming years. Transport solution business doing very well, turning around in the financial year ended March 31st last year.
Do you think there's more behind it?
I wouldn't say so. I think shareholders probably deserve to know more about this company, but I think Dato Som, it's a very smart guy.
Okay, we'll have to see how this points out, because Scomi and its fates are very difficult to kind of see. We'll have to see whether or not this move. I know I keep saying that phrase over again, but this company has had their history, so it's tough to say.